Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Songs of Conquest, where today we take our noble army of rats and ghosts and guys who just love poisoning people out into the wild to discover even more forbidden knowledge. So I guess it's lost. It's not necessarily forbidden. We might be allowed to have this knowledge. We don't have it, but we might be allowed to have it. Alright, let's just get really high on some spores here. Nothing's ever gone wrong. I'm just getting totally blasted before a big battle. Human, you carry the smell of death. Undeath is more accurate. The opposite of death. Which makes it good, right? This cannot stand. We'll crush you. But I thought Fae and humans were supposed to be friendly with each other. Yeah, well, you know... Here's the thing. First of all, people are very shitty about rats and people who associate with rats. And secondly, the undead. I think he expressed quite clearly that his problem is not necessarily with the human. Alright, I do appreciate them all running up next to high ground. Quick 803 damage, no big deal. Do you just want to, like, sing a song? Sing a song of glory's gone? Yeah, you may as well do it from the high ground. Alright, well, that seems pretty fucking grim for them, if I do say so myself. There you go. We even made use of the spell damage buff. Yeah, now that we're reliably producing enough essence to get access to a rupture on the first round, I'm feeling a lot more powerful for sure. Yeah. If we could buff up our Arcana tier as well, that would be really helpful. Oh, free necromancers maybe? Oh, these ones are just scholars. Alright. An army can go through an awful lot of Glimmerweave sometimes. Very happy to have a source of that. And is there any other construction that I need to be doing? There is this. That's the thing that's worth remembering. We probably don't actually need stone upgrades. Yeah, and then this is just, we need to periodically, we need to come back here and remember to upgrade all the rats. Okay, do I want to interact with these scholars? I think not. I think maybe I'm just going to leave them there. We can come back and interact with them in the future if we end up losing some troops. Turn back. These lands belong to the Silverlinks. Nonsense. Before these lands belonged to the Silverlinks, they belonged to Aurelia and the Empire. Then when she passed, the Silverlinks stole them. Well, I don't know about any of that, but I do know you won't be allowed to pass. There's been enough of your rabble running around here now. A road was destroyed. Horrible. Now let us pass or things will get violent. Very, very like, oh no. Anyway. Okay. Yep, just keep it up. Just keep doing the thing. I probably should have put both of the stacks of Banes up in the north so that we could take maximum advantage of this high ground. Let's see. The rats can't really get far enough forward. Yeah, just hang out here. Make them move up at least a little bit if they want it. And Glory's gone. Okay, we can absolutely just press these guys. Can I... How bad is the rupture here? Well, that's pretty significant. Yeah, I do think our enemies are going to have a hard time even getting to our troops in a lot of these battles. Especially as long as, you know, we keep going up against such small numbers of them. A hand crossbow firing bolts full of some kind of, like, aerosol poison. That's pretty messed up when you get right down to it. No, I'm not going to worry about it. Because, like, in order to get to this stuff, we'd have to go through those guys. I don't know. It's probably not any, it's probably not like a, what do you call it? An ancient amber mine or anything. It's just some ancient amber laying on the ground, I think. Looks like maybe we want to go this way around to get to the keystone. A group of unseen. Wielder, the Silverlinks are trying to stop our research. We've destroyed the road north of here to stop them from disturbing our work. Huh. Well done, I suppose. Now join up. I mean, I don't actually... I'm going to say yes and then just dismiss them. Actually, there were some cultists in there. I maybe should have grabbed... Whatever, it's fine. Do I have any armor on at all right now? Yes. Okay. I guess I'll just take the money. Okay, here we go. Buildings belonging to another player force, potentially. Somebody who might actually offer up some real resistance. Oh, I have almost no words for how happy I am that they didn't talk me to death before the battle started. I really appreciate that we can just sit down and get to the murdering each other like grown-ups. Don't really see a very compelling reason to do any approach here. So which archer goes first? The northern one. I'm not going to be able to get the same high ground here. Turns out not to have mattered. Honestly, I might not have needed to even cast that that initial spell. I think I'm not going to melee attack. We're going to get close here. We're going to do some singing, and then I don't have the ability to affect his initiative, so I can't get the other stack to shoot first. But we could rupture some of them. We could sabotage him. I might sabotage him. Step down, repel, and then step back up and shoot. There you go. Yeah, repel is kind of amazingly useful for how cheap it is. All right, well, we're definitely getting to the point where I'm starting to feel not having another slot, so I think we'll take this over tier 3 Ignite Destruction Magic. Obviously, we'll grab that, you know, eventually. Probably ought to take the Ancient Amber. An insignificant threat. How dare they? want to be like a little closer than that. It really wants to, it wants to start your ranged units so far out of combat all the time. And I think, honestly, like, it's probably not even the right decision a lot of the time. Alright, here we will just sing. This is only 9 damage. So... if I run to here, and then we dimension door through... okay, it doesn't actually help. In fact, the shot is worse now for being blocked that way. I thought if I was just, you know, firing from the other side, that would do something there. Okay, well, moving up the Spectres isn't going to help anything. What a disappointment to have lost 2 rats. I would have been fine if I hadn't tried the dimension door, but I thought I could banish the penalty entirely, just getting behind the wall. Yeah, go ahead and convert it. It seems like it's not going to take very long. Although I am just going to remove their buildings anyway here. Oh, hey, actually a large slot here. So this is probably like a library situation. And, you know, we'll make other buildings and stuff in a minute. Magnolia Silverlink. Looking pretty conquerable, if I do say so myself. I don't think I had gloves before. Yeah, even though these are crummy, they're still just like... they are just more stats. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is not a character that we ever saw in any of the other campaigns, so, you know, not someone of any terrible import. The distinct banner of the richest barony flies above the troops of Magnolia Silverlink. More scavengers, just what I need. Do you know how much damage you've caused? Well, I've had enough. I don't know what you mean. I, Brother Hilar, am a scholar, not a scavenger. You and your ilk have been digging up the countryside and have caused a rock slide that destroyed the road. Huh, rocks slide all the time. And if you just let me continue my experiment, we'll have all the workforce we'll ever need to build and repair roads. I will not, and you'll pay for these damages after I destroy those disgusting rats and send you and your followers packing. Okay, I mean, she crossed the line. At this point, it's out of our hands. She crossed the line. The thing's got to be done, right? This is not on me. I tried to be reasonable. You all saw it. Disgusting rats. Come on now. Wow, this is not much of an army. Oh no, we almost lost a rat. Unacceptable. Nearly lost 1 entire rat. Don't worry, little guy. We're gonna nurse you back to health. There's gonna be an adorable little splint. His limb in a little sling. A defeated Magnolia motions to her troops to lay down their weapons. Brother Hilar, the forces you command, they are most unusual. And those rats, they followed your commands. How is this possible? It's my original creation. It's based on the ancient knowledge of Aurelia and the work her wielders were doing right here at the foot of the Silver Mountains. Well, I'm impressed. The years of Aurelia were truly the golden years. I long for their return. Oh, this is only the beginning. Soon we'll be able to call on the ancient legions to clear away all bandits and bad-mannered beasts. But most of all, What if the ancient wielders could wake and share their secrets with us? They could truly return? With their knowledge and her guidance, Arleon could once again become a place of prosperity and peace. Could you really do this? Oh yes, definitely. I'm among the greatest minds the world has ever seen. Well, if there's even a small chance of that being true, I will be a part of it. I will lend the resources of the Silverlinks to this cause, and my own might as a wielder. Oh, that's marvelous. But to be able to command these creatures, you will need to renew your oath to Aurelia. I suggest the shrine to the far west. I'll send a member of the Unseen Society along to guide you. And this fellow, he's smart for a rat. That's pretty smart then. Oh, long have I revealed Aurelia and her wisdom. I will take the oath and be a wielder in Aurelia's name. Together for her. Together for her. How very exciting. Okay. Look at us. We're out here making friends. And taking over stone deposits. Okay. Maybe another... Wow, yeah, another settlement just kind of packed right up against that other one. Well, this should be quick. So many sappers. Alright, probably not a good idea to start right next to that spot because there's usually a barrel there. No, this is the more open map. I think there's not usually a barrel there on this one. Well, in any case. No, never mind. There totally is one. Okay, so the rats are actually allowed to just run right through. Sadly, they can't quite reach anything. Yeah, that is a little bit annoying. Alright, well, just pick a side, friends. So... $66 damage only takes 5 of them down. I'm wondering if, like, I want to repel them, maybe? If I repel one of them off of the wall... Oh! Okay. It just decides that no, in fact, that's not what's happening. That's cool. Wow, 41, jeez. I don't suppose it makes much sense to try to hold on for a fireball. We're really not doing that much damage with the magic either, though. I think it's a little silly that repel doesn't work. Like, this guy could absolutely have been moved to here. I think I'm just going to sabotage them. Wow, only 9 to 16, huh? Let's go ahead and deal a rupture while these guys are still, you know, magic disrupted. And then... I mean, there's no sense in casting Psychic Spear. It's terrible. Doesn't feel like it makes very much sense to attack. Alright, that was annoying. We lost so many good rats on this battlefield. right, we will convert this one as well. Interact with other wielders to raise their XP to this much of your wielder's own. Huh. I don't know. Is that actually good? I'm gonna just continue leveling up or tiering up our spells. Okay, still building that library. Magnolia Silverlink had made her way to the shrine Brother Halar had directed her to. There she knelt and renewed her oath to Aurelia. If I am called, my oath will soon deliver, my body, soul, and spirit to your side. For Arleon, Aurelia Eternal, I swear this oath so I will never die. Aurelia, I am ready to serve. With your knowledge and guidance, we will bring back the Empire. And with the Empire restored, peace and order will rule these lands once more. Okay, what's her deal? +1 troop movement that's a good skill. She's got a couple of points in order magic already. Okay. I think we'll just run forward. We'll hit the rally point for troops. I guess where are the permanent upgrades? There's this forgotten grave over here that we never interacted with. I probably should just take out these wolves. Yeah, all right. Maybe I wanna just arm up right here. These are expensive. That's probably enough to make those wolves not so challenging, though. I totally forgot about this stuff. I definitely intended to come back for it. Okay, so let's look at our research panel here. So we can get some extra some money income, some ancient amber income. Boy, I sure wish we had more ancient amber so that I could take the other levels of this. So right now, those benefits are large enough to be worth worth caring about. Maybe what we want to do is build a trading post next turn. Probably. Let's do this before I forget and spend the money on something else. All right, you have to imagine the toxicologists are going to take this battle apart by themselves pretty trivially, right? You are outside of deadly range. Yeah, I guess I closed. Like, let's... Even if the poison hadn't done it, I wanted to be standing in a position where my most impressive stack was, like, in the way. He wasn't going to be able to get to anybody else, and he'd have to fight. He'd have to attack in a way where the counterattack was guaranteed to kill him. All right, what's going on in this forgotten grave? Falchion and some celestial ore. Okay, I mean that one's not as exciting as the other one was. Okay, this is producing a laboratory worth of stuff. Let's build a timber mill briefly. Okay, and that's just producing plague rats, which is always fun. But it hasn't produced any yet. Okay, do I want to come back here? I probably do. The crumbling monument's going to be XP. I guess we'll take the money at the moment. All right, there we go. On our way back, we can refill a little bit. A little bit more ancient amber to allow us to grab this, and we still need one more. Bound by oath. Bound to guard. Yes, I suspected that. Do you have anything else to say? Do you know what happened to Aurelia? Where are her remains? Bound by... Yeah, okay. Most unfortunate. Okay, shouldn't be a big problem to deal with. Basically, just play keep away with the archers. Yeah, the rats can just back off. They're absolutely not participating in this battle. You know what I should have done? I should have split my stack of cultists. There's no reason for us to be running around with an empty stack. So I don't get a deadly range on you, but I do get to shoot at you without taking any counterattacks. And that's worth its weight in gold, I think. And you can just wait one more turn. Alright, let's let them finish approaching. Okay, so this only does 110 at tier 2. Rupture is definitely a better play. And those guys are certainly not a threat. It's a hell of a crossbow bolt to just cause a skeleton to explode from the middle like that. It's like one of those putties from Power Rangers, you know? You hit the button and all of the everything goes everywhere. Do I want Order Essence more than I want to level up my Arcana spells? It does feel like the Arcana is like super valuable. Order Essence is neat, but honestly, I think the Arcana is more important. Being able to Dimension Door like 6 spaces is a big deal. Well, look at that. If there's a keystone here, then it likely powers that fire by Stone's Rest. Yes, I should be careful. I shouldn't open it until I'm ready to face the full force of Baron Silverlink's troops. Okay, alright. Yeah, where was that? It was northeast of here. Okay, yeah, we're not quite in position yet. Now, I don't actually need this to be a timber mill. I think what we probably do here is sell... Well, there's no reason to sell this yet. I want to replace it with a rally point, I think, but obviously we're going to need to have another point of Ancient Amber for that, which means the market needs to finish. So I guess just end turn. Okay, now we have a market. We can buy an Ancient Amber, install the rally point. You can, as you run past here, grab some more troops. Yeah, that'll have to do for now. Oh, can I hire 3 additional rats? I don't know how to move this with any more precision than I'm currently moving it with. So the answer to can you buy 3 rats? There we go. I guess when I tried to click on this earlier, I thought it was like set it to the edge, but I guess I must have just clicked onto the edge. All right. It's not amazing, but it's a little bit of extra essence at basically no cost. Oop, I forgot to Shrine of Aurelia, right? She really should start with that already interacted with, considering what the whole point of this escapade has been. The Aurelian statue up here is worth some stats. Let's grab that. The gallows is worth a very small amount of XP. I think probably not even enough to be worth worrying about. And I am just gonna hang out and keep considering this. Let's build ourselves a sanctum. All right, once she's in position here and she has a slightly more full army, we can press the big button. Okay, what do we want to pull in? I'm likely just disbanding the rats. So I can grab 3 of the maximum 10 necromancers. I mean, let's do that, and then we'll hire again on the coming turn. Where am I getting these cultists from? Stoneworks, Rat Warren, Rat Warren. Are they the ones that were just produced here? No, wait, not here. Sorry, the ones that were just produced here. Okay, because we shouldn't be having, you know, base cultists anymore. Okay. And somehow we still are. Here's some more of you. This is what this slot is for. And I mean, we could just leave it at 1. Am I ready for the full force of his troops? We could extend north and look for some more opportunities to get in trouble before we really commit. Yeah, that's maybe worth doing. I mean, there's certainly like loot to be had at the very least, right? Alright, so you have a little bit of time then. Or sorry, it's the archway portal. It's the one that I meant to go touch. That's the one that gives the experience. Okay, what do I want to do with these 2 small slots? We probably have enough rat buildings. We could just make more crofts. That's just Glimmerweave. Destruction, Order, Arcana is such an interesting blend. I feel like creation magic doesn't get used anywhere near enough. Yeah, there's still stuff up here to explore too. Yeah, we have some time before it really makes sense to key in that waterfall. Or that keystone. Alright, let's take some cultists on board. Ooh. Yeah. You are in for sure. And the rest of you can just go to hell. Okay, there is in fact quite a lot of riches in this area. It does probably make sense to... No, I mean, we're never going to be doing actual recruiting here, though. Yeah, maybe I just make 2 more crofts, honestly. Our income is not good. And it would be really nice if it was good. Okay, and this is just troop size upgrades, which, I mean, like I say just, but obviously troop size upgrades are very significant to these units. And are they really going to let me just, like, completely determine the pace of this? I appreciate it, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't feel like a thing they should be letting me do, right? Okay, hold on just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. I don't know why I always say, hold on a minute, like any time at all is going to pass for y'all. It's just like, I don't know, force a habit, I guess, from like getting up while you're talking to people like on the phone or a Discord call or something. All right. Greetings, Faye. I hear you're the smartest of your kind. I have many questions. My kin are slain. I can feel it. Well, that may be, but what do you know of the friendship between Aurelia and the eldest Fae? Ethel Ernline despises Aurelia and her treachery. Treachery? You do not know? Aurelia's spirit killed our great king, Erethameline. She was twisted in death to something horrible. Bah, humbug. I've felt her presence. She's not twisted. And besides, she's my great-aunt. Well, I mean, my great-great-great-great-great. You are of her blood. Okay, that's an important piece of lost knowledge. I'm glad we stopped and talked to these nerds. Now, obviously, let us murder them. A critically important step. These 10 rats are probably not going to get anything of value accomplished. But the Fey Nobles don't go until after... Yeah, you know what? Let's do the old repel here. Wait, that's dimensional door. Okay, you absolutely are not allowed to have a real turn. And then, unfortunately, you're not in much of a position to be aggressive. Wow, that's a lot of poison damage. You know, I always underestimate the poison. I'm like it feels like the Banes do enough upfront damage, just like on the initial projectile impact, that they don't need any extra help. But gosh, they sure do get it, huh? Okay, no other reason to keep heading this way. Let's just turn around. Ooh. That looks like it's already been opened by another player's army. Alright, we don't need to actually have a conversation with these dudes. Yeah. No fools. If you want to fight... Oh, these cultists want to fight us. Okay, I don't think that's a smart move. But they're allowed to die however they want. Alright, so they do have some scholars here. We should probably back up as far as possible. Okay. So I would love to remain safe from these guys. If I move to here, what's my actual range? 5. So if I move to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually don't have firing range on the necromancers. This is a little awkward. But I mean, like, the worst part of the necromancers, the most dangerous thing about them, is automatically mitigated because there's no wielder here. So maybe I should just deal with the smaller Smaller groups. I have 25 health. If they're allowed to take a turn with all 6 of them up, we will probably lose people. Let's see here. I'll get you. So we'll get some more Arcana. I'm gonna punch cultists here. Try to minimize the impact these guys have. Okay. So I only have a 2-space dimensional door. It would be enough to get this guy into deadly range, though. Yeah, alright. Wait, but if I... Here, I have the dimensional door up to here. Yeah. Because obviously if I had gone the other way, we would have been locked into melee attacking this unit. Alright, and from here, it's very straightforward, obviously. A shame we had to lose one person. You know, they don't grow banes on trees. I mean, the process is actually much faster and easier than that would be. But you know what I mean. All right, so there's a crypt there. I'm wondering if we're going to be... I didn't grab the... Well, whatever. We'll get it in a second. Magnolia Silverlink stepped inside the old ruins of the tower, searching for more information about the structure. Interesting. These must be old notes about the maintenance of this structure. Oran Catiline. That's a Fey name. So Fey were clearly working together with the old empire. That is not a piece of lost knowledge, sadly. But I'm wondering if we're going to get to recruit proper undead here. Abandoned trenches and scattered tools indicated that someone had been excavating the crypt, but the gate of the crypt remained sealed. An old crypt, likely filled with soldiers of the Empire. Maybe my faith and the oath could call upon whoever dwells within. The rats think it's a great idea. Silence, rat. I wasn't speaking to you. Magnolia Silverlink approached the crypt while steadily reciting the oath. The crest above the entrance to the crypt started to glow weakly, and then was still. Slowly, the door swung open. From within could be heard the clattering of bones, and the skeletal form of an old legionnaire stepped out. Okay, cool. And they're, bound and I'm the wielder, and that's, yeah. It's true, I do hold no crest. What crest? Bound to her, Coral Lightbringer. I know of her. She's one of Aurelia's wielders. We await her command, but she is far from here. Where? Patrium. We will return to rest. Okay, that's important knowledge. I don't get to interact with this in any other way, but yeah. Critical stuff going on down here. So we're getting pretty close to the green magic barrier. I mean, we should run up here and fuck stuff up, right? Oh, actually, we should probably interact with this stuff over here. There is, in fact, almost certainly lost knowledge in this area. Oh, nope, never mind. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. So we've got our crofts in place. Got like a kind of a fair amount of income. A decent amount of money coming in. So I think I am going to take troop size upgrades to toxicologists. And that's going to be a lot of the strategy for our forwardmost army is just just stack up. The toxicologists come at the opponent with 40 Banes per stack. But first, let's grab all this stuff. And this is for sure part of our quest. Excellent. Here's an old legionnaire already animated, and more of them stand behind. Maybe they'll have some information for us. You there, how did you come to be here? Bound by oath. Yes, you swore the oath, but why are you here? What woke you? Bound by oath. Guard. Guard is good. That means something interesting is beyond. Is that why you still stand? Bound by oath, bound to guard. Okay, this isn't getting us anywhere. Stand aside. I'm looking for information on the ancient oath and how to bind you to me. He's not going to do that. Well then, I hate to waste resources, but if you insist on staying in my way... Yeah, no problem. We'll just destroy him right quick. So legionnaires and oathbound, and quite a number of them, it sounds like. But we have this lovely high ground area. Alright, now they have some shields to work with. It's a little unfortunate. What they probably do not have is any amount of meaningful magic resistance. Okay, yeah, we can definitely just back it up for right now. Okay, you'll be safe enough here. And... okay, so we have access to a couple of decent spells. Rupture 2 is really a pretty significant step up. You know, I'm going to rupture the smaller group here and come down and actually start fighting. Because I think the poisoners will handle these guys well enough. And then if I repel you, you simply don't get to participate in combat. Okay, there we go. Pretty easy from there. Pretty straightforward. Let's get our bonus magic damage. Repel. What a great spell. And what a great spell specifically in combination with Banes, with units that have a solid ranged attack, are really fast, and can move without losing any damage on their ranged attack. We've successfully duplicated the process. The legions will march forever. The oath will call them. Coral will set up crypts in Patrium. I will oversee the works here in the heart of the Empire, and Aerith Emmeline will revive Aurelia herself. My tomb will be by Grey Tor, and my most trusted researchers will rest at the foot of Mount Hope, as they are the hope for our future. Wish, Grand Seneschal of the Empire. Okay, that's all important information. And also, you know, stats. Stats is good. Anything cool in this grave? Okay, I'll take 4 Celestial Ore. As Halar stepped closer to the teleport, it hummed to life. Ha! I wish all my problems were as easy to solve as that. Where does this one go? Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I guess. So at the very least, I want to come over here and interact with this, because I can, in this place, update my my necromancers. And then I may as well fill the slot out. And then Yeah, let's go back to 90 of these. That's right, I forgot that I had increased the stack sizes already. I guess I can't actually even leave yet. So I think she's gotten all of the permanent buffs in this area now. So probably a good time to head through the portal and start picking up some new ones. And maybe we don't bother opening this up at all, at least not for a while. Well, there's this statue still. She should probably run over and touch that before she goes anywhere else. Alright, the next upgrade in Bane size would be another 5 ore. Maybe we can just make that happen now. Okay. We were doing truly wonderful work at 20 and 20. 30 and 30 should make those units really sing. Alright, let's go see what's going on up here. And you will touch the milestone so that you can reach the milestone. Alright, and I think, yeah, for the most part, the stuff is as developed as it's going to get. Kind of expecting there to be like buildings visible in there. Let's see. There is a lectern down here, but that's really it as far as like permanent upgrades go. Well, maybe not, but I think it's worth going back through the portal in any case. All right. Do they even bother to defend themselves? Well, it turns out there just actually isn't a there actually isn't a settlement around here. Now they don't know where I am, at least. Okay, what do I want to do with you? I probably want to grab these two. If we're going to keep a slot of cultists, we should probably run it. We can afford 8 additional Banes. I mean, I'll take them. And then, yeah, we'll have the opportunity to recruit more stuff on the other side of the portal. That was something that I definitely wanted to make sure that she got. And I guess let's see... Oh. Let's see what's up ahead. It turns out to be a dead end. Well, she can sort of backtrace. Kind of curious if anything will happen when we step up against it. The road ahead was destroyed. Someone had caused a huge explosion that created a landslide and blocked all passage. From behind one of the boulders, a soot-stained cultist appeared. Wielder, me and my comrades took it upon ourselves to prevent all passage here. The Silverlinks opposed our search for knowledge. Now they cannot send reinforcements from their castle. Well done. Knowledge is always the most important thing, and roads can always be rebuilt. Speaking of which, you can clear this away now. I need to go north. Clear it? That's gonna take a long time, Wielder. Well, get to it then. Yes, Wielder. Okay, while we're waiting for that to get done, we will head back here. I'm gonna send him through the portal. He's gonna be the one who is waiting when the firestones go down, when the keystone is pushed. Interesting. All dwellings produce plus 40% units. I wonder how they decided on 40%. Because, like, it's very common for things to be 2 units per turn. I'm going to assume this will generally round to +1. It seems awfully useful. Not necessarily for her personally, but... Okay, we'll go get this. Hey, it's a group of the unseen, who I have not interacted with yet. But I do want to go this way, because that monument has XP in it. This might be a knowledge source, so that's going to be important for us to interact with. But she'll get there. Alright, the last one of these is going to require 10 celestial ore. You know what? I will buy it. I guess we can get max troop size for the... Yeah, why not? Alright, so we fill up on those guys, 40 and 40. Feels like probably overkill. I'm going to wait here a second and take advantage of the respawns a little. And let's have you hit this, and then you can just sort of like race around the map looking for relevance. As the keystone was deactivated, the magical fires went out. Alright, you are going to grab... I'm going to buy 2 of these so you can actually fill up your army. Almost. Sadly, there's nothing we can do about the specters. Alright. Let's see what waits for us on this side of the firewall. Beacons of power. Another broken down tower. It's odd. Why are they all ruined? No, I don't think so. The rats have theories. He's very quick to dismiss them, and I don't think that's fair. Okay, Baron Silverlink is in fact right the fuck there. Well, let's hope we can take him. A wielder in gleaming and embossed armor led a mighty host and approached Brother Halar before the battle. Oh, this is quite enough. I don't know who you are, but you're not welcome here. So, you haven't heard of me. I am Brother Halar, a scholar and expert in the history of Arleon and the Aurelian Empire. Well, I demand that you withdraw all your forces and let the Tinkerers Guild do their work. I've been paid quite well to let them conduct research here, so you lot will need to leave. You are not welcome in the barony of Silverlink. Technically, these are not your lands, Baron. The barony of Silverlink did not exist in the time of Aurelia, and therefore we do not recognize it. You should join us, like your noble sister did. You go too far. Withdraw before I spill your blood on my land. Too far? Oh no. In the name of Aurelia, I reclaim these lands. Aurelia is dead, and I'll be dead before I'll surrender the barony of Silverlink to anyone. Yeah, okay, deal. Alright, man's got... Is this a force? That's a force for sure. Hordes and throngs and stuff. I'll tell you what, I wish I had taken some bonuses to my destruction essence production rather than Arcana, because this would probably be a really good place for some fireballs. As things stand, I think we're doing a lot of waiting for them to approach. You can back up and do some singing. They're just going to open with a rally. They just had 12 Just had 12 power sitting around. 12 order. Well, I can get pretty aggressive with my position. They had 20% spell damage resist, and they have... This one has additional protection. A rupture will kill 9 of them. Because we can do a couple of run forward banes, but after that, all 3 of their archers get to go, and we have to make sure we're dealing enough damage in the time we're given. Especially with you having all this bonus ranged offense. Yeah, I mean, let's get aggressive. So you're not going to be able to get into deadly range of that one. You can get into deadly range of this one. It's going to be a lot of damage. There's going to be a lot of damage incoming in a second here. All right. Insect swarmed my specter and my... Okay, that's weird. Ouch. Alright, I think we're just gonna... Yeah, this is not a very impressive amount of damage at all. We're just gonna do a quick essence charge. So I can dimensional door pretty far. How do I want to handle this? I mean, we want to get in on those archers for sure. We're going to have to do an awful lot of damage to those archers. All right, I think what I do is probably like... Oh shoot, right, I forget. You have to dimensional door at a different point in the turn, because if you use all of your movement, they steal your turn from you. Okay. Well, the rats are going to do the dimensional door thing too. Actually, hold on a second. We do have Arcane Storm, which is kind of interesting. No, I think I'm better off using a bunch of other spells instead. So let's dimensional door the rats to here, where they can just eat a stack of archers whole. That's basically all their archers down. Okay, we have some ruptures and stuff. So I think I move up to here. I repel this guy. Some free damage in there, and then... Alright, pretty happy with the way that worked out. Clouded Vision on a unit that I don't intend to do any casting is just fine. So... we are very close to a fireball. So I'll get a destruction from you. Numerically, we're close to a fireball. Unfortunately, it's actually going to take us like a full round to generate... Oh no, that's right. We have Talisman of Destruction and Destruction Magic. So actually, when we hit the end of the round is when we'll get it. Yeah, just generate essence for me. You can... only do 7 or 8? Really? Damn. Their units are so hard to kill. All right, well, I'm going to move up and do this. We'll get the momentum at least. All right. I want to sing before I cast my fireball, but don't know that that's a good idea. So it's 100 damage. I can also rupture twice instead. I can do 190. Right, if we do like an arcane storm here. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna blow them the hell up. It's interesting, when you kill units with magic, you don't get momentum, huh? I don't think I'd realized that before. Alright, you might have to actually participate in the battle a little bit here, friend. So much rallying. I just like, how am I supposed to buy that they generated 14, or they generated at least 12 rally or 12 order essence during their turn so that they could rally a second time later? That doesn't seem very realistic. This really sucks. Because obviously I don't want to be like within his deadly range. I want him to have to move and take a worse shot at me. Alright. We're going to pacify you, poison you. I'm not going to attack with this guy because it would be counterproductive. I just, you know, that's on me. I just assumed what order they'd be going in. Really, you can move that far. I mean, they can move an infinite distance. They have as much order as they need to cast as many movement buffs as they want. But if I back up, I can't ranged attack at all. And I don't know that charging makes sense right now. I guess we can like fall way back. Do a charge. Get ourselves an arcane storm. Basically just keep cooking. Yeah, this is way too much. Way too much incoming though. I thought I was ready. Okay. So we have an arcane storm again. The thing is, like, arcane storm plus fireball is just fucking, it's just garbage. It just hardly kills anyone because these units have so much health. So I have enough for a pair of ruptures. How much damage does this stack deal when it attacks? 100 to... Alright, so... I'm trying to figure out like what's a clever play with the repel, right? My repel sends you back 6 hexes. You have 5 move and you would only go back to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I can't put myself in a position to get a free counterattack without being in a position that this guy will be able to reach on his turn again. Oh, it's frustrating because it feels like we're close. Does the Arcane Storm... Alright. And then... Is it just like a fireball here, or... I think so. We do just have to keep hammering at him, right? Like there actually isn't another play. Onslaught's bad news. Yeah, the lack of retaliation on this unit is also a real bummer. Okay, so... We're actually, like, we're getting closer to eliminating this group of units. I'm gonna pull a rupture here. And then... pacify these guys. Psychic Spear is 45 damage, so we'll hit that as well. We've almost got that stat clear. Acid Cloud's pretty mean. Yep. Alright, I lose. The Fists of Order, or the not the Fists. These guys are called something else. The Fists of Order are the cavalry. But these guys, the upgraded shield guys and the upgraded cavalry units on in the Arleon Force are both just, they're so hard to kill. And it's like, it's a way, they're hard to kill, like, in excess of what it looks like their HP is, but then on top of that, they do have also a boatload of HP. All right, well, you know this dance. We're going to have to reload from an autosave here. So that's going to be it for us for the end for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we'll pick it up from our most recent autosave, and we will apparently wait to to depress that particular button until we are even more ready. I'm not sure how much more ready we're going to get, but we're going to have to figure it out, apparently. And we'll see you then.